Hey guys, welcome back to Doc Loyal Talks Comics. Just wanted to let you know the reason I didn't have a video ready for this morning is unfortunately my wife went back to the hospital and she broke her foot. That's really all I'm going to say about that. It was just an unfortunate accident, and that's why I was at the hospital most of last night into early this morning. But just wanted to keep you guys in the know with that. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into a cheerier moment. And the next book that you can read when you're snowed in is going to be Iron Man number 95 and 96. I have those books, but I don't have them with me. So unfortunately, this video, I don't have a, what do they call that? Visual accoutrement. But 95 is penciled by Jack Kirby. Both books are written by Gerry Conway. And 96 is penciled by, shoot, I had it in my head and now it's gone. Dadgummit, I'm not prepared mentally. But this is a two-part with Ultimo. And Ultimo is reawoken by the Mandarin. And Ultimo is supposed to be this big, giant robot. And when I say giant, I'm talking probably 30 stories or taller. And the Mandarin goes and uses Ultimo to try to destroy Iron Man. During the course of this battle, the first issue, Ultimo puts Iron Man down. And the cover to the second issue, it's really cool. The first issue has got this Jack Kirby cover where Iron Man is kind of floating around in the air and he's just shooting repulsors at Ultimo. Right there by the statue, by the Washington obelisk. The second issue shows another Kirby cover, and this time Iron Man is getting up from the ground and he's all business. He says, I'm going to put Ultimo down no matter what it takes. Now, remember this because it's going to come back later. But this is issue 95 and 96. Okay? So like I said, there'll be a quiz, so it'll come back later. Ultimo is one bad dude. He just absolutely, it takes everything that Tony Stark has in him to put Ultimo down. And in the end, it shows, again, like a lot of Spider-Man stories, the resolution, the resolute nature of being a hero, of doing whatever it takes, whatever that may entail, to survive not only for yourself, but to help others not lose life and limb due to the machinations of an evil dictator. So, amazing art, amazing story that gives you that strength, that punch, that with great power comes great responsibility moment for Iron Man, where he's got his back up against the wall and Ultimo has treated him like a play toy in that first issue. And in the second issue, he just comes back and we don't see Ultimo again for almost 200 issues. So we're talking almost 20 years. We don't see Ultimo come back until issue 299. Stark had buried him into practically the magma level of the Earth. And by doing so, kind of like Wall-E on the Disney movie, he's got solar batteries inside of him. But these are also thermonuclear couplers. So all the heat, all of that power, all of that to draw on for years and years. Now, of course, Marvel time moves more slowly than real time, so it wasn't 20 years in Marvel time, it might have been 5. But still, he's been stuck in that magma level of the Earth, just soaking up all that heat and just becoming the best, and I say that terribly, the best version of this villain that it could possibly be. The most powerful version of this villain that it could possibly be. And they end up going and getting a bunch of old comrades of Tony's in issue 300, and they go and attack Ultimo. And people start getting their butts handed to them just like the first time. because Tony Stark was the only one that had really dealt with Ultimo on a regular basis and was able to put him down, you know, not permanently, but for quite a while. So I guess I would say that it's actually Iron Man 95, 96, and issue 299 and 300 of that same title that you get to see again Tony Stark and company step up and do what it takes to take out this giant villain. Guys, I'm so sorry that I didn't have the issues with me and didn't have that on hand and been totally prepared. But if you have time, Google issue 95's cover and issue 96's cover. And if you're not excited by those two covers by themselves, to go out and find this story and see exactly what happens in this fight with Ultimo, which, by the way, it's not the very first fight that Iron Man had with Ultimo. He had fought him previously. I can't remember if it was his Tales to Astonish book. Sorry, guys. Or if it was the Iron Man title itself, but it was, I believe it was issue 73. And that's the very first time that he fought Ultimo, because the Mandarin ended up utilizing that character for the first time. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I did get by and pick up my comics from the comic shop, and so look for that video to come next. If I do not get it out tonight, I will get it out tomorrow. And I've got a stack of books that could choke a horse. So it's going to take me a minute, and I might even do it in 2 parts. But thank you again for your prayers, your well wishes, and everything towards my wife. I just want her to come home, and I want her to be healthy. So if you will pray for her, I would greatly appreciate that. In the meantime, enjoy this great content on the channel. Hopefully, if you're snowed in, or if you're ill or not feeling well, or for whatever reason, hopefully this is providing you some content that you really enjoy. Thanks for staying here, guys, enjoying these videos, watching these videos, taking this journey with me, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'm looking forward to catching each and every one of you in the next video. Take care.